Thank you very much for coming, everyone here. I would just like to make it short and simple and start with just an introduction of myself and my teammates. My name is Mazar, and my team member Will, and our team leader Misan. So we are Orange Group number 6, and our this is our group, yes. And so the theme that was given to us was heritage and the election. And the heritage, what does it mean? That's the first question we ask ourselves. And the election, heritage is something we inherit from the past. The election is the present state of the buildings, which means they are abandoned, overlooked, neglected. So we're talking about the past, we're talking about the present. The site that was given to us was in Dublin, Ireland. This specific site has immense historic importance. Some of the buildings date back to 15th, 14th centuries. But yet, if we look at it in the context of as a whole in a city, it has been not given the value that it deserved. If we see on this side, it is considered to be the Dublin's shopping mecca. On the south side, we see it as a part of Dublin's nightlife. This part has been, you can go back side. This part has been the connection between the two, but yet at the same time not given the importance. And these, if you just take a look at, these are the heritage buildings that lies on both sides of the Engine Street. Next slide. And this is just a specification of all those buildings that lie on the street. And if we just notice, we do see few black dots, which are basically stand for vacancy. But one of the prominent buildings that lies right in the hardcore of our site was the White Friars Church. The really interesting fact about this church is that it holds the relics of St. Valentine's. So knowing that fact, we decided to develop the Angie Street and its surrounding into a Valentine district. And by branding this area, we guaranteed a constant growth to the community itself. And I'll just move on and give it to Will, and he will discuss and why we decided to do that. Thank you.
Hi. So when analyzing our site, we wanted to find out why our idea is going to be strong. And many people don't know that the relics of St. Valentine are housed within the White Friars Street Church. So this creates a purpose for people to want to come to this district. There also are no other themed districts within the area, so we're creating an attraction. We're creating a place that people want to come to. They want to learn about the heritage that they live within. We're also making use of underused streets that are dark, and with that we're creating space. We're creating more space within the area that we're given, as we can't take down any heritage buildings, so we've got to make the best with what we have. We're also doing a connection of the district. We're taking the parks, St. Stephen's Green on one side, and connecting it to St. Patrick's Park on the other side with a pathway straight by the church as a center focus. So what are we going to do? We're going to light up the streets. We're going to light up the night. We're going to create a green path. We're going to pull up a seed, provide info stations, and create events. How we're going to do this? We're going to start by introducing the project to the community. A website with ongoing progress reports will be provided if any questions or any comments need to be given. And we're going to provide town hall meetings in between each one of our phases. Who? Gary, a local resident, owns the store. We have Francois and Elise, French tourists. They're here on their honeymoon. And Alicia, an art student from Dublin School of Design. We broke our project down into 3 phases. This is the red phase. We're going to start with lighting up the streets. All the side streets, they're very dark. They're being underused. They're not seen as being safe, even though that they are. So we're lighting them up, bringing warmth and inviting people into these spaces. Phase 2. This is our largest phase. This is the connection phase. This is where we bring the city of Dublin into our site. So people on their lunch break, breaking from shopping, from work, they're going to travel through. They're going to want to see the relics of St. Valentine. We've incorporated a cultural art wall on York Street. On York Street, that's the street that will become the path. So local artists can register, get a section of the wall, and just express their art to the community. We also want to highlight the heritage. It's the most important thing. There's so much history on Andrew Street that's getting overlooked. So provide plaques with quick facts on them and QR codes for those who are social media hounds. This QR code will take you to a website that provides you with more detailed information, as well as an app to download that gives you local events that are coming up. To enhance the local experience, we have side streets that are just bland. We want to break it up, create a more environmental feeling. So we're taking away parts of the sidewalk and creating green patches and providing seating so that people can come take their lunch. If you're at a shop, you want to take a break, take your lunch, sit on the seat, and enjoy the art wall that has been provided from the community. Phase 3 is our final phase. It's our celebration. It's let's take this and let's announce it to the community. We, as Mazar had mentioned earlier, we have the shopping mecca above and the nightlife of Wexford below. This street is dark at night, and we have so many heritage buildings, so we're going to light them up so that when you're walking through, you notice them. You're not going to overlook them. It's not just another building. We'll also have continued curation of events to keep things fresh, to keep people coming. We have a multicultural area, so celebrating those cultures. It's not just the heritage of Dublin, it's also the heritage of the people that have come to Dublin. With the completion of Phase 3, we want to measure our success by, did we complete this on time? We've timelined it about 12 to 18 months with support from the community with Buy a Brick program. It's an incentive program to help the community get involved. Having your name on a brick is a great idea to show that you've supported. That's not the only way of funding. It's going to be partnered with the Dublin City Council and the government of the area just to raise funds to help this project move forward. We hope that local businesses will begin to thrive and further dereliction will cease to exist. So taking a look back at Alicia, she's on her break from the Dublin School of Design. She hears that Jeremy Brown, an artist from South Africa, has come with his Love is Art exhibit. She's going to take a walk down over into the art wall where he's displaying all his work, take a seat and just enjoy it. We have Francois and Elise from France. They're here on their honeymoon. They started shopping, they took their lunch down to St. Stephen's Green. They noticed the path, so they started walking along it, enjoying the art, the experience that's there, all the way up to St. Friar's Church because they want to feel the romantic feeling of St. Valentine within that church. And Gary, he's happy as can be. His business is thriving, he's making profit. We hope to have brought the district back to life by giving it a strong heartbeat. As you could have noticed on that last image, that our site actually looks like a real heart. We color-coded it so that hopefully that was obvious. With the completion of all these projects, we wanted to have created these experiences. So when looking at businesses, we've provided an opportunity for new businesses to come, maybe to attract tourists, spas, art studios, and photo studios. We've also opened up the opportunity to create residential spaces where the buildings have become vacant, possibly putting in hotels for those tourists. And then the art, the culture, the heritage of the area. Curating events, as I mentioned before, Jason Brown from South Africa. We also have a Let Love Speak spoken word festival and a Summer of Love music festival where local talent can come and express their heritage through music. In all of this, we want to create a path to culture, sustain activity within the area, and bring life back to this empty, vacant area in Dublin. We have a marketing video which we'd like you to watch. This is how we hope to incorporate the world. Thank you guys very much.